morning guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell, the light's on. It is a fairly dark and drizzly morning today, this morning. So I've just come into my spare room. Brilliant. There we go, that's better. Good morning. I am starting the vlog this morning and I am in the spare bedroom. I really want to tackle this top drawer, which is essentially my kind of like workout drawer, workout clothes drawer. So I've got on today a Lululemon like top and leggings, and I'm gonna go to Pilates, Reformer Pilates with Lydia this morning. And I'm kid you not, when I was getting these out from that drawer, it's a challenge to even open this drawer. Can we see? Everything's stuffed in there. It got to a point where I had everything organised, but it was, oh, you're a bit shaky. I had everything organised in there, but it was already full. And then since then, I've either bought a couple of bits or been sent some things, very kindly, a workout like leggings and activewear clothes, golf stuff, from brands like Halara that I work with quite often, Amazon. So it's got to a point where nothing's wrong with anything. So I have to be ruthless and decide which I want to keep, which items I want to keep. So I'm going to kind of try and tackle that this morning as much as I can before heading off to Reformer. I almost didn't book on today. I thought, it's time of the month, I'm feeling a bit sensitive. That was yesterday though, and I always feel worse the first sort of day or two, and then I ease back into being myself again. So yeah, this under layer is all rolled up neat and tidy, but I am going to just do that Marie Kondo method of getting everything out to start afresh, because then you can see blank, clean, blank slate, blank canvas. But you have got like ski stuff in here. I could even possibly put that in storage maybe under the bed, because I know I've got like a ski suit under the bed, so they could maybe go in with that. So yeah, we've got a lot to tackle in these two drawers. Then we're going to head to Pilates. Then I need to come back for a delivery. I need to wait in for a delivery that I'm waiting for a brand that I'm working with. So I'll come back home, get showered and wait for that parcel. Then I thought we could head out to, I need to do a food shop, and I thought we could go to Knutsford where there is a Booths. I don't often go to Booths for my like regular food shopping, but I've seen that they've brought out their, I think it'll be in stores now anyway, their Christmas range. I do quite like a flick through their Christmas brochure for inspiration and to have a look at what they've got. And also, if you remember last year, let me talk and do this at the same time. I'm going to start with things that I know I'm going to keep, so that can be nice and easy to just pop back away. And also, let me do my piles first, knowing what I'm going to keep and get rid of, then decide where they're going to go in the drawer. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, keep. Yes, so I thought I would do a little booth shop because they've got their Christmas range out. And if you remember from last year, horse riding gear in here as well. If you remember last year, I went hunting for these, they're like little chocolate puddings that they do, and they are so scrummy. They are just the best. They're like a little, I could probably try and make them myself, but I just know they wouldn't be the same. Like a little chocolate pudding, like biscuity ball. It's not even a pudding, it's a chocolate ball covered in white chocolate and a couple of like, you know, the decorative silver balls, or, you know, like the hard balls that you can put on top of like hundreds of thousands type thing. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. You know what I'm saying. Anyway, I'll show you if they've got them, but they didn't do them last year and I was absolutely gutted. They also do blondie and brownie Christmas trees, and these are on offer usually 2 for £5 or 2 for £6. And I was absolutely gutted when they said that they didn't have them last year. But I've just seen somewhere online, I've seen them, and I'm like, oh, please let this be them bringing them back. Also going to do a pile of things that I don't know if they fit or not, so I'll try those on later. What is this? Oh, it's like a wintry snud for when it's really cold. Is that ski or is that potentially wintry dog walks as well? Anyway, this isn't really the funnest wardrobe clear out showing you. So see, these are summery shorts. I've got a couple of pairs of shorts. Do I need all of them? Probably not. Yeah, it's not the most interesting of clear outs. It's not like I'm doing my main wardrobe. This is just literally activewear. So I will crack on with this, and I will see you guys when we get to, I'll try and bring you along with me to Pilates.
And then you're lying down on your carriage, head between your shoulder rests, touches, lift, activate through your calf, lift, and lower, nice. So let's come up, so your hands are coming onto your platform if you're in a high plank position. Quite strong through the low. Slowly in, and slowly for you. Just release it for a minute here. Keep that tension, squeeze from the glute. You want to circle from the nice, slow and controlled. That's on. Bending in, reach forward. And then squeeze chest line. Bend down into that hip leg. Elbows in. Extension. Open. Chest line. Down to that all hands up. Come up to a standing position. Move real slow. Go from platform. Your left knee will stay on 1 inch and in 1 inch. Don't push too hard. Just find a release. Let's all go get some more wipes. If you can just wipe down your bed, that'd be amazing. Thank you so much.
Okay, a little outfit of the day before we head back out to Knutsford. We're going to go in via, I think, what I might do is just have a quick browse before I go to Booths and do a food shop, and maybe have a quick look in the charity shops that they have there. There was one that I went past the other day that I've never been into before. We were meeting some friends at Piccolino's in Knutsford at the weekend, and yeah, we kind of like parked right opposite, and I was like, how have I never been in there before? It was kind of like a standalone, what's it called, East Hospice something or other. Anyway, so I'm going to try and park around the same area so that I can head in there first, have a quick look around the high street, and then head to Booths. So yeah, little outfit for a little moot around Knutsford. We've got this cape kind of like knit on. Usually I don't tuck it into here, I just kind of throw it over the shoulder, but for the shopping part where I want to be hands-free and I don't want it to annoy me, I thought I'll just tuck it in. And this is from Zara last year. Was it last year? I think it was. And it's kind of like a cape style knit. So I've just got underneath a t-shirt just from Weekday, some jeans from Halara, nice stretchy comfortable ones, and my Birkenstock like loafers. And hoping I'm not going to regret them because they are suede and it is drizzly outside. We'll wear this, which I have worn a couple of times so far. I've kept it in its box. I don't know why I am a creature of habit when it comes to getting new items, keeping them in their box. There's something about taking them out of the box that I'm like, oh, they're no longer new. But I got sent this from L'Occitane. Love L'Occitane anyway, and love particularly their almond shower oil. And this is a new scent. They've got a whole new range of scents, some of which have been renamed, so they're like classics, and I think some of which come in eau de toilette and eau de parfum. This is the eau de toilette in Cèdre Gingembre. I mean, I did French at uni, so I should be able to pronounce that. Cèdre gingembre. Cèdre gingembre. I am going to spritz this on for the day. Listen to this spray. Hold on. Let me just do one more. How long it is. That was such a satisfying. Shh. The noble cedar, the sparkling ginger, a breathtaking escape, minty freshness, spicy ginger heart, and woody cedar notes. I just think it's a really nice perfume to wear at this time of the year. Oh, guys, look, yesterday I went to Tesco's, didn't do a food shop, definitely needed to, but didn't have time. And look what I found. Pinch of Number brought out slow cooker recipe book. So I had a flick through this yesterday. I didn't bookmark any pages yet, but there were a couple of recipes that I liked the sound of. So I will be referring back to that imminently. And also, if you remember, I went in recently and saw these pajamas, but they didn't have my size. Now they do. They had one left. Well, they actually had two sets left. They had one in the original size, which was too big for me. I think it was 20 to 22. And then they had a 12 to 14 come in. So I was like, perfect, grab it. It was the only two left. So hopefully they'll get some more, because these are so incredibly cozy and festive, but like not Christmassy. That kind of contradicts itself. What I mean by festive, okay, I don't mean festive, seasonal, without being festive. That's more I want to say. So I could wear these now. Like, they're just cozy little teddy bears, and it's like that kind of like velour fabric, super soft, and just love, love, love. I could do with, that's my second drawer to clear out, the pajama drawer. I would mention this now. Also, Amazon have had loads of sales on recently. I know they have their Prime Day sales, and they just seem to have loads discounted often. So books included. I always find books are a great place to go for Amazon's a great place to go for books. So I will leave this linked. I'll attach it to my Amazon storefront and leave that linked below in case anyone's interested in also getting this slow cooker recipe book. But they've got pastas, they've even got creamy dishes, creamy chicken and bacon orzo pasta. I think I really like that. They've got obviously stews, and look, even that, I thought that at Christmas time, what a great idea to have sat out in your slow cooker winter punch, especially if you aren't cooking in your slow cooker, just to have this on the go. It takes 5 minutes to prep, keep it on low for 1 to 2 hours, and then just keep it warm so that everyone can kind of just help themselves to a winter punch. You can make it alcoholic or not. This one is, they've had a dry cider, dry ginger ale, oranges, apples, ginger, cinnamon cloves, runny honey. But how nice would that be to be a way to scent your whole house with a natural, yummy, delicious fragrance without having to like light loads of candles? It like, well, I mean, obviously if I'm hosting, I like lighting candles anyway, but just a natural way to scent your home. I bet that would smell delicious. We've made it to Knutsford. This is the shop that I was talking about, East Cheshire Hospice Knutsford shop. I've only ever really browsed the shops properly in Knutsford once or twice, so I don't remember them all. But I remember there was a shop back there that was quite good and big, and there was also one that had a lot of Zara donations. So hopefully we can find some good finds today. But again, with any kind of secondhand shopping or thrifting, charity shopping, you kind of got to go with no expectations, and also trawl through a lot of one man's trash is another man's treasure. It's a true saying. Anyway, I need to pay for parking here. I might even pop to Gales to grab some food afterwards, seeing as though there's Gales here, and it is just my favourite place to be. Honestly, I love it. Bit too much. I'm gonna jump in with a voiceover just because of music playing in the store, but it was quite good, this shop. There wasn't loads. I quite had quite a good look at the book section. I quite like that one, Clueless in the Kitchen. I also really liked these illustrated dictionaries. I've never seen them before, but obviously you have to get both because they're like first and second half. Also some DIY opportunities with those tables and island, maybe sand back those little cluster of tables, I thought. Anyway, moving on, some beautiful little bits of artwork, some Christmassy things, and then heading back through into Knutsford. It's such a quaint little village that I would highly recommend visiting if you are local or if you've never been before. It's definitely worth a trip. This is another little shop that I love how they display everything. Again, quite pricey though, that's the only downside. I mean, £19 for what is potentially a basic top that's already been worn just because it's meant velvet. Oh, I hate to say it, but charity shops, this is just what they're like nowadays. This one is the shop with all of the Zara donations. So they had loads of clothes, quite a lot of menswear actually. So I had a quick look at some coats. I really liked that green kind of puffer one. And loads of accessories and shoes. They also seem to get Massimo Dutti donations at the same time as Zara. Don't know if it's the same company that does the donations or not, I'm not sure. And then this is kind of a selection of the new goods within this charity shop. Is it Cancer Research? And then, of course, have to pop into Waterstones whenever I'm in a cute little village like Knutsford. There's nothing that beats walking into a bookstore. And guys, look, the Pumpkin Spice have a colouring book. It's the first time I've seen it. And I also liked the look of this Winter in the Highlands cooking book. I did have a quick flick through, but I decided to leave it on this occasion. Age UK had lots of Halloweeny bits and bobs in their display, but not too many exciting donations. This was nice, this bowl, but again, $49.99 for a wooden antique type bowl. I don't know, it just, the prices baffle me. I'm not going to lie. I quite like the look of these old photos of Knutsford and Mobley from around 1910. Any kind of like old treasure like that, or even these postcards, 5p each. If you find a really nice black and white one, you could easily, or coloured, but you could easily frame it as this little artwork. And then heading over to Oxfam. This was like a non-bookstore. Obviously they have a few books in there as well, but they had quite a lot of new Christmas range bits and bobs, lots of crockery, this little antique brush which I thought maybe for display somewhere, but again left it on this occasion. Some more line drawing artwork that I like, and I really like this picnic hamper still with the labels on from John Lewis. Again, with more books, some coffee table books, cooking books, they're the ones that I'm usually drawn to. I really like this simple table one. I'm kind of regretting not getting that. I'm heading back to the car now, but I have to just mention this. Guys, this is the best ice cream shop ever. We already have some in our freezer though. I like the white chocolate. Otherwise, Gales in hand. I've also just got a bite to eat so that I'm not doing a food shop hungry, because that is never a good thing. So yeah, I've just got a little Parmesan chicken sandwich to eat in the car, and then I will head over to Boots to do a food shop. There's still a little bit of Halloween left. They've got these, this sort of stand as you first come in with some bits and bobs that sound really good. These chocolates look so cute. And then also they've got Emma Bridgewater mugs over there, and that candle, how nice is that? Pumpkin spice, sorry I'm not even showing you. Here we go, how nice is that? And it's got a little pourer as well. Pumpkin spice, notes of cinnamon stick and crushed clove. Why is this just so wholesome? These Lottie Shaw's tins, but I love this one. This one's a treat to enjoy after walking a dog. Love that. What's in here? We've got Parkin, flapjack biscuits, shortbread. They've also got the mince pies out. So we need to hunt down these chocolate puddings and hope they've got them. It's the most wonderful time of the year. There's something about a posh supermarket Christmas shop that is just so much fun to me. This is proper adulting, isn't it? But there's just so many good bits and bobs, even good gift ideas as well. Oh, I've not seen these Ferrero Rocher golden stars before. The advent calendars. That pumpkin spice candle that they had on the front door. They've also got one in gingerbread. Let's see what this one looks like. Yeah, very cute. Same, but with cute little gingerbread on the front. And it's also right next to they've got them back. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy. Definitely going to stock up. They're good until 1st of December, so I'm going to have to come back probably to get some more for December. But for November I am, what are they on? 2 for, oh no, they don't do 2 for £5 or £6 now. They just have card holder offer. Or I don't know if I've got my card still. I have to maybe get a new one. Then they've also got these festive mini loaf cakes, which are new, and Black Forest bites. And these are the brownie and blondies that I was talking to you about. So these are really good as well. They used to be in the shape of a Christmas tree, but obviously they've just made them triangles now. And then lastly, they've got these, which I don't know if I remember from last year, jammy shortbread stars. Oh, and then these are Tom's fave, the little stollen bites. They've got the longer ones and these small ones, so I'll get him a pack of those.
Dream up a world of pirates, climb the highest tree, fall down. Mama, I'm fine, don't worry. Go back out to sea, sail home, sweet home, where the ships must go to get all cleaned up and put away. Call it a day.
I was gonna say it then, but I thought, no, I always say it. Now you're gonna wanna know what I was gonna say. I'm back home, home sweet home. I don't actually just walk through the door to this castle, so see what this is. Ooh, this is a skin you'll want to show off. Naked Ambition. After cleansing, apply 2 pumps to clean face and neck once a day, morning usage. Apply SPF after for extra protection. Oh, it's from Trini London. Let's scan a message from Trini.
Who needs vitamin C? I believe every single woman should be using a vitamin C because it is one formulation which can make such a change to your skin. It's got to be the right vitamin C. If you would like your skin to move from A to B,
Interesting.
this is your baby.
Naked Ambition. Okay, well, we'll give it a try. I've only ever once used vitamin C and I found it broke me out. And it was a long time ago, it was years ago. It was actually probably, yeah, before you start using anti-aging from around 25, don't you? And it was probably around then that I tried it. So, and ever since it put me off. But maybe, you know, it's been a while and I'm well into my 30s now. I've stopped, I've been on a bit of a Botox pause as well, which I am thinking about getting a top up because I do really like it. I do really like it. Just really, really high on my forehead though. And frown line, but anyway, that's a conversation for another day and still something that I'm considering whether or not to do. So yeah, this one's got celiac exosome and vitamin C in it, and this is what it looks like. The formula I'll just show you. Hello, anybody there? Hello. Oh, I can hear something. There we go. Oh yeah, I really like that consistency. Doesn't smell of anything, but it's a really sort of light formula. Feels quite, yeah, very light, not at all sticky, like there's no tackiness at all. So I think I'm gonna really enjoy that formula and I will report back on whether or not it breaks me out because I don't want that. I popped into Waterstones whilst we were in Knutsford and there's nothing quite like walking in to a bookshop. The smell that hits you, it's just so, it's one of those life's like life moments, you know, sensory experience when a smell reminds you of something and it's just a happy smell for me, or a comforting smell, not happy, comforting. Anyway, these were on £3 off, so I really wanted to read this book, The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins, so I thought I would grab it whilst it had a bit of money off. And then booze, which, oh, I've got a couple of bags full of stuff, so I'm gonna put away as we talk. I got these, whilst they're on offer, my bone broth that I like to drink. I wouldn't say I have them daily, but maybe every other day. Chicken, and they're from the brand Freya, but with a J. Chicken bone broth and beef bone broth, just full of nutrition and really good alternative to, like, I don't know, if you're fancying a latte or something one afternoon, then have one of those instead. And then I also saw these, which sounded lovely, from the English tea shop in the flavour cocoa, cinnamon and ginger tea bags. That sounds really nice. As you saw, the festive festive bits and bobs that I've got to pop in the cupboard. Oh, those chocolate balls, honestly. And in fact, I need to have one. Just to show you what they're like. That's the only reason I'm doing this for you. Focusing on me. Can you see the little biscuit pieces in there as well? Let's try and make these last throughout the whole of November. Stock up of some oats. It's up this rye bread. Now I got the regular rye bread that I like. This just standard classic. Oh no, it's not the classic one. Yeah, I remember. I thought I'd try this one because it's got chia and flax seeds in. I do have chia seeds and flax seeds on my breakfast every morning, but I also thought added in there for a bit of extra goodness. But then these are new, and they are, firstly, I like the size of these ones better in comparison. And I'll often have this rye bread with like avocado and some eggs. This one is Power Protein. So it's got flax seeds in again, sunflower seeds, high fiber, no added soy, but 16 grams of protein per 100 grams. I also got some pomegranate juice, I had this, when did I bought this? I bought this a long time ago. Like a 2-pack from Costco once just to try. Again, antioxidants, full of goodness. So I thought I would give that a try ages ago, and yeah, found it in Costco, really liked it. Not bought it since, so decided to get that. A couple of avocados, some frozen berries. Again, I usually get them from Costco on a Costco trip. Also picked up a couple of ready cooked salmon fillets. This is my little hack to not get in your kitchen stink of fish. Buy the plain ready done ones, and then it's easy. Sweet potatoes in here. I saw in my recipe book, the one that I was showing you this morning, the new Pinterest Nom one, that you can do sweet potatoes in your your slow cooker, which I didn't even think about. And obviously they only take a couple of hours, but just have them on early and it's easy peasy. Also obviously got the Christmas tree blondie and brownies, and then I also got this, the new Booths Christmas by Booths food, drink and gifts to order, the most wonderful time of the year. Every time they release their brochure, I just think, how nice is that? Obviously they're free as well, it's not like you have to pay for them, and they just, it's a full book. I love it. That is so funny. En route home, can you see how they've got all the previous year's Booths brochures lined up? On the way home, I was thinking, I wish I'd have kept all of my Booths every single year, my things, so that I could have them kind of like on display as part of the Christmas decor. And yeah, that's exactly what they've done on the front, and I'm very jealous. I don't think I've kept any. I should have kept them all, because I first started shopping at Booths when I moved in with Tom, because they had a Booths in the village and we were walking distance to the Booths, so it was like our everyday. And I moved in with him. When did I move in with him? Been together 11 years now. 11 years it's been. Oh. And we've been in this house 5 years. October, yeah, we moved in this time 5 years ago. 5 years, can you believe it? Which also means that my puppy, Barney, is about to turn 5, because we bought him pretty much as soon as we moved in. Oh, how do I have a 5-year-old fur baby? He is just, I feel like we picked him up yesterday. I saw from in Booths, when I got back in my car, there was a woman walking, well, it was actually 2 women walking past, and one of them was carrying in her bag, like a crossbody bag, a puppy golden retriever, and you could tell it was the age that they've just got it and it can't walk yet, hence why she was carrying it. And oh, it just threw me back to Barney days, like puppy days, when you first bring him home. It's so small. I'm gonna enjoy having a flick through this afternoon. Oh, mouth watering. All the treats, all the food, all the gifting, all the deliciousness in that. It has been a few hours and I've just been busy, well, I took my car for a valet. I've been tackling my in the spare room my drawer of workout clothes, and I've also just I had been sat down. I went and had a coffee downstairs and was flicking through this book, which was the only thing that I bought in the charity shops. Of all the shops, had a good browse, but like I was saying to you earlier, it's hit or miss whether or not you have a good experience around the charity shops. The main thing I think I've realised, and why I struggle with thrifting and charity shopping, unlike when I used to go a bit more often, is the price point. And I know I say this every time, so I sound like a broken record, but I really struggle to understand why they set the prices that as high as they do. Because, like, for instance, the shops with the Zara donations, where was it? Red Cross, British Red Cross, for instance, or Oxfam in the past, they've had donations from H&M and Zara, and I do remember them saying that they have to set the prices at no less than 30% off the RRP, or there's some kind of agreement that she was telling me. I don't know if it's still the same, but I assume it is. It's kind of like that relationship of, you get all of our donations, we'll give them all to you, but you have to set them at a minimum of no more than 30% off. So like RRP is, say a coat is £100, they're charging like £69.99 for it, and I just think you can get it in the sale for potentially £35–40 brand new on Zara. And there's a part of me that, yes, I'd rather give to charity, but I find it really hard to justify buying from there when you can get it cheaper elsewhere. So anyway, I had a good browse. I also really like homeware, I've decided, over fashion when it comes to charity shopping. The clothes, the quality of them, I find a lot of them are not really well kept, and even the brand new Zara things, like donations and stuff, quite often with the fashion there'll be marks on them, or it'll be like in need of repair, and I just haven't got time for that. Unless if I saw something that I absolutely loved, I usually go head straight for the homeware. So I was hoping that this shop in particular had lots of Zara home, but it didn't really. It just had a couple of like tablecloths and yeah, nothing that took my fancy. But the one thing I did find, and this was from Oxfam, and I always love a browse in Oxfam because the other thing I like to look at is homeware, but also books. And I found this book. It's a bit beaten up and old and loved, as you can tell. I mean, the whole book itself is called Love, but this cover is, yeah, it's a bit ripped apart. I was thinking of having a flick through this and looking at the artwork and imagery, which is all based around love, so really like tells a story in a photo, even though they're strangers. We've got a beautiful, I'll show you when I go downstairs, a beautiful piece of artwork from South Africa that Tom brought back once, and it's black and white. It's just kind of reminded me of this book, so I thought even if we were to take some of the imagery and frame it, or even just to have this book, it's such a lovely book. Well, anyway, I've bookmarked some of my favourite, whilst I was just having a flick through, some of my favourite images from it. And I thought I'd just show you. So firstly, this one, I love this one, and it's actually the photo on the cover. The quote on the next page, "Only the soul that loves is happy." And then the next one, this one's probably my favourite, because of course it includes a dog, but it's a guy just very simply walking through what looks to potentially be, if he is carrying the Herald Sun, where's that from? The fact that he's just picked up his dog and giving him a drink at a water fountain. I don't know, it's just super simple, but also in the background you've got a couple that are like all cuddled up. I quite like this one. There's a bigger version of it as well, but it's just two women walking side by side, but then just randomly a couple there showing a bit of PDA. This one's quite funny. I just love it. Even if you could rip these apart and frame them separately and have them like in a bathroom or a bedroom or somewhere where there's not going to be little eyes on them. Oh yeah, because there are some racy photos in here. Not racy, but I mean, you know. But frame them separately and put them side by side, and I thought that'd be quite funny. And then what else have we got? Oh, that's quite a sad one because it looks like someone saying goodbye to someone at a train station. This next one that I bookmarked, oh yeah, just a cute little old couple doing their laundry at a laundrette. I love that. And then, oh, I love both of these, again incorporating animals. This guy looking all dapper with flowers in his hand, waiting with a couple of his dogs outside a jewellery shop, and you're just like, I'd love to know the story. And then this one as well, there's a quote below it that says, there are many in the world dying for a piece of bread, but there are many more dying for a little love. Mother Teresa. And then last but not least, ending on a classic. Bit of nudity, bit of fun. I'll love you, dear, I'll love you till China and Africa meet and the river jumps over the mountain and the salmon sing in the street, which is such a lovely little quote, because obviously that just, it means, in another word, indefinitely. But that is it. That was £6.99. That is the only purchase I made. I'm happy with my one and only purchase, to be quite honest with you. But I am going to close off today's vlog here. I need to go and pick Barney up. He's been at daycare today, seeing as though I've been out and about doing things here and there with my Pilates this morning. It's hair wash night as well tonight, so I need to get that sorted. And we haven't spoken about it yet. The Traitors. Who's watching? I love Alan Carr, although I don't know what's going to happen between now and you watching, if there'll be any updates and if he'll still be in. I'm hoping he's still in because he was hilarious, or is hilarious. But again, you guys watching will know more than me. But yeah, I am loving The Traitors. Whilst we're talking TV, let's just talk a couple of other things that we've watched and loved. Obviously, Monster, Ed Gein, graphic, shocking, right up my street in terms of TV. But viewer discretion is advised. That's all I'll say on that one. The Victoria Beckham documentary on Netflix, I would say, is worth a watch. I was a proper sort of Spice Girl growing up in the 90s and noughties. So yeah, that was really interesting. What else? Wayward, which I've mentioned before on Netflix, that was really good with Toni Collette. We've finished that now. I am watching Big Brother, but it's just never as good as it used to be. And before long, guys, I'm a Celebrity will be back, which is crazy. You know Christmas is coming around when that's on the TV and Bake Off finishes. I feel like this year has, I mean, we're not at the end of the year yet, but so far has flown by. I know a lot of you are festive fans out there anyway and like that time of the year, so all excited for the festive content. I am planning my gift guides currently. I have quite a few things set to one side for those. They will be my first week of November videos. And I'm thinking about doing a series, so like the whole week, maybe doing several videos within a week rather than splitting them up over several weeks, so that I can get straight into Christmas vlog content after my gift guide week. But yeah, who's excited for the Christmas content? Thumbs up if you are. If you are not already subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you could. And I will love you and leave you and hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will hope to see you all very soon in my next one. Bye guys.